has. He is 92 years old. He was appointed by former President Bill Clinton. Cases like Harvey Weinstein and other high-profile cases came under his jurisdiction, and he's been known to be very harsh when it comes to issues and federal issues when it comes to not only the Harvey Weinstein case, but also, Maduro's case, where the state has essentially had these charges against Maduro since 2020. The first Trump administration had carried all through the Biden administration. So it's been very bipartisan, and then here we are at this point and juncture where Maduro has to face him.
Right, Susan, of course, we are going to be tracking those images and those developments very closely. But, at the same time, this is a case that has been closely watched around the world. We've been telling our viewers about the reactions that have been coming in. Very interesting to also get a sense from you of the kind of reactions that you've been getting in from on the ground, from across the spectrum. How are these developments really being viewed? And what's the sentiment like in the United States right now about these developments?
Well, I will say here in New York, which has a very large Venezuelan community, the diaspora have been ecstatic. They're nothing but happy, even though they do feel like the future of their country right now is something that they can't predict. But they are very happy that Maduro has been taken away from the country. They see this as a dawn of a new day. Even the migrants, we've seen images of them gathering around the detention center. Those that are here illegally, because remember, they fled the Maduro regime to come to the United States, and while they are facing a lot of immigration hurdles, they went in front of the detention center and they were cheering that Maduro is behind bars. And then you have a group of mostly American anti-war protesters that usually go out in the street and demonstrate and protest. They're the ones who are opposed to the manner in which Maduro was apprehended. They believe that the United States shouldn't be involved in regime change. The United States should not be able to go in another country and take its leader. They call it a kidnapping, although, again, this is a law enforcement extradition issue. So the government has some, to a certain extent, authority in doing something like this. They consider him basically a drug lord, for a lack of a better term. But, you see those protests as well. But among Venezuelans, you don't see those kind of protests. It's more American-led, the opposition that's happening, at least here in New York. And there were some clashes between the people of Venezuela, the Venezuelan diaspora, and then these protesters who, for a short period of time, took to the streets in Times Square. So, a mix of reactions and emotions. A lot of it is across party lines, but nonetheless, for the most part, even those that oppose the manner in which Maduro was taken, it seems like there is an agreement that he wasn't a legitimate leader and he wasn't doing the best he could for Venezuela.
Right. Susan, before we let you go, I also want you to tell our viewers about what kind of security arrangements we're looking at around the court premises, given the sensitivity of this matter and given that this, of course, is a case that's been closely watched.
Yeah, that area downtown where the court is situated is generally a very high security place. Now, you can imagine with someone like Nicolás Maduro, just from the time that he landed with the helicopter in Manhattan to the time that he's been held at that Brooklyn detention center, security has been very, very high. It's road closures, unexpected road closures, and again, you can understand that New York and the NYPD and the security apparatus is very familiar with high-profile individuals coming.
To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.